Investigators believe they targeted these children specifically from a shelter because they were black, forcing them to work as slaves.
Being charged with a felony, child neglect, creating risk of injury.
The two children were being locked in a barn at this home on Cheyenne Lane in Sissonville.
They weren't able to locate any guardians or parental figures or anybody around the residence or the barn, and started having a conversation with two children that were inside the barn.
Deputies eventually forced their way into the barn, where they said they found a 16-year-old girl and 14-year-old boy inside a 20 by 14-foot room. Investigators say the teens had no way to get out of the shed, with no running water, no bathroom. The girl told deputies their parents had brought them food around 6 o'clock that morning, but said her and her brother weren't allowed in the house and were locked in the barn for long periods every day. Eyewitness News spoke to neighbors who were afraid to go on camera, but claimed multiple families called police about the children's safety several times, and they are thankful they are now safe.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty bad case. I mean, it's you know, in any type of situation like this, it's not really comparable. A horrific condition, like, it's just not how you want or how you would even expect children to be raised or been taken care of.
Lance and Whitefeather eventually showed up at the home. They're now charged with child neglect, creating substantial risk of injury. The mother admitted the children were left in the shed, but reportedly told deputies they, quote, liked it.
They're trying to, you know, get the children back in better living conditions, better placement, and the detectives will continue to investigate and build this case.
And deputies said a third child who was about 5 or 6 years old was found alone in the main home. Now, the child was found crying and close to the railing of an approximately 15-foot drop from a loft.
Bond was initially set at $200,000 cash, and they were both able to post it. Prosecutors have said in a new complaint for forfeiture, the couple sold a $725,000 80-acre ranch in Washington state and sold their Sissonville home to post bond. And they believe both of these properties were paid for through trafficking. That will be decided in a separate court matter, but because of this, prosecutors say they found discrepancies in the financial affidavit Lance filled out for a court-appointed attorney, leading to a new charge on his indictment.
Slaves. Two Jakes adopted, used for slave labor by old white Caucasian Edomite couple. You saw the video. I had to let that play. But I'm going to give all the honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, by HASHEM, YAHAWASHI, by HASHEM, RAWACHAA, QADASH. The honors to my elders at Great Millstone, taught me the truth through the Spirit. Singing honors to the elect. Peace and blessings to the 1/3, and to the confusion that faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. See, this goes back to that Amos 1:11. Esau having that perpetual hatred towards his brother, right? Like, I even saw a brother upload a video where this Israelite woman, she a FedEx driver, and she was told that she can't deliver in a certain part of town or something like that. And you should have saw her face. She's looking so distraught. She looking so like disappointed, like, oh my God, there's still racism in 2024. Ignorance is bliss. You don't have to deal with reality, and you can deal with your own alternate reality. You can imagine whatever you want. See, children, you have a vast imagination. A lot of you haven't grown the fuck up. Apart from my French, my Swahili, this video, but if you have children, you might not want them to listen and watch, man. Right? I mean, you know, Stockholm Syndrome is serious. It's really a disease. It's a mental illness, because how is it that you not understand or even know or willing to have a grasp on how America was really fucking built? Right? Like the history. We can go back just 500 years, really. You know, go any further, then you will be talking about the Incas, the Mayans, and the Aztecs. That's why the Lord said, study to show thyself to be approved. You see, America was built off of slavery, the transatlantic slave trade. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68 is parabolic talk. It's all talking about the transatlantic slave trade, where the so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans were sold in the transatlantic slave trade, all right? All across the world. All right. Why you think the Lord said this word shall go out to the four ends of the earth, then the end shall come to gather his people, because we've been scattered all over the world. You see, that's the reason why the Bible says this world is for many, but the world to come for few, because there are many ignorant people in the society. Really, there are many people in the society that just want to forget the past. But my apology, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past. See, internally, I'm enraged, but I'm not going to express it externally, because this is what's supposed to happen. Esau is doing exactly what and Esau are doing exactly what she are supposed to do. You are the Most High's whooping stick. You are the Most High's sword. You do fit that Psalms in 17 and 10 on down. You are the wicked that the earth has given the earth to. You are the hands of the wicked that the Lord has given the earth to, Salakia. We understand this. I understand this. The elect understand this. But then you have people still want to get freaking reparations, man. What's that over in California? What, $20 million reparation? Woo, woo, woo. Curses, man. We under curses, man. This stuff is supposed to happen. Them having those children in that barn, that's who they are. Now, who knows what happened to their parents? Silent. Who knows what happened to their parents, right? Salakia. Who knows what happened to their parents, or who knows what happened to their siblings, right? You know. But we live in a society where even a rainbow coalition couple can adopt children. Let me give you another example of why this adoption stuff is bull crap in a lot of situations, right? Because people do it just to get a check. There was two Edomite men. They were, sugar in the tank. They adopted two Edomite boys. They got caught because they were sexually exploiting those boys to men. So I ain't gonna even see him make it seem like it's just, Esau just a racist and wicked. No, they're just wicked in general. They're just who they are. Cause you had a heterosexual couple adopt Jake children, use them as slaves. You had a homosexual couple who were two males adopt children who were Edomite children and use them as sex slaves. So it don't even matter what case of adoption you want to use for Edomite, it ain't right. Remember, Job said that he wouldn't even let them hang with his flock of dogs. I uploaded a post earlier this week saying that, listen here, this is a Harvard study. A Harvard study said 20% of Edomite women, Caucasian women, so-called white women who have pit bulls have had some kind of sexual activity with them. Do you want to know what 20% is? That's 1 out of 5. This world is sick, man. This world is through, and I'm so ready for it. I was so excited at camp. I said, man, these are glorious times we're living in. These are beautiful times. And it was an Edomite dude there with his lady, and they kind of looked back. But they're not excited because this is their kingdom. This is what happens in their kingdom. This shit won't happen in our kingdom. What happened with those two Edomite boys, even that won't happen in our kingdom. Like the Lord said, how long? Judah is an old lion crouched low. How long till he be roused up? Man, Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 1 through 12. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Lord, how long shall I cry and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou shew me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are Salakia, that bring up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told to you. And that's when we're going to have divine intervention. Man, I think me and Brother Yerami Gabar was talking about this. I forgot. But anyway, one of them brothers, man, we gonna need to make a video on that. But that's what's gonna happen. Seeing this all this evil happening. There's no justice. There's wrongdoing. Grievance. How much longer shall I see this? That's what the elect is saying. Remember in the brother dropped it off on camp yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday. Saying that the Lord shall speedily avenge his elect, but shall he find faith on earth? Avenging his elect. That's when it said the Lord will work in his days. Why? Because we're the ones that's sighing and crying for the abominations thereof. We're the ones that, Lord willing, the hopeful elect. We're the ones that's hoping to be a part of the few for the new world to come. We're the ones that are looking for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what we waiting for, right? Y'all seen the video. I played it for you twice. That's their nature. That's their nature, man. The wicked of the earth. But nonetheless, there is a power in the earth that will bring forth justice for us. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6 through 10. I'm going to close out. I didn't even want to make this long. I just wanted to touch on it a little bit. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord YAHAWASHI shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and flame and fire taking vengeance on all them. Taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. I don't know what book they're reading. They're talking about destruction before the Lord. That means in front of him. Yeah, for all of you who don't know the Lord, and for all of you who troubled us, yes, there will be justice. For really, the entire nation of Israel, man, the whole world was against us. But listen, on the first go round, the Lord's coming only for the elect. All right, 144,000 and then 1/3. Then the Lord will bring in the rest of Israel through procreation through us in the kingdom. Right? Because we have the reign with Yahawashi for 1,000 years, yeah? Right. Nonetheless, verse 10, when he shall be glorified in his saints and be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you believed in that day. And you see another thing too. The Lord said that we're going to have vengeance on you as well. And then that's what people say, oh, you're preaching hate. You're preaching hate. No, the Lord said, love the good, hate the evil. So, yeah, we can preach hate. Like, duh. You're supposed to. Nonetheless, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9 through 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. 2024, still putting us into captivity, right? But we ain't worried about that. Because remember, the Lord required that which is past. So what happened a century ago, 2, 3, 4, 5? Hell, what happened back during the time when Yahawashi was on the scene? Revelation, what is it? Revelation 1 and 7. It said, all eyes shall see him. Say he shall pierce the clouds, and they shall wail. And it says, I'm butchering this, Salakia. Even them that pierced him. That's talking about the Roman centurions that pierced him. When the Lord Yahawashi, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, comes back upon the earth, in his dissension, those same centurions that stabbed him will be here. That's called reincarnation, people. So the same people that was raping, that was robbing, that was murdering, that was hanging us, that was burning us alive, that was castrating the men, that was cutting the unborn child out of our women's bodies, all of that, yeah, all that good stuff y'all call, right? Good old boy days, right? All of that. It's going to come back on you. Remember, the Lord said, do double unto her. So just imagine what they did to us. Hell, they recorded it. Now just imagine that double. I can't even fathom. Because for one, we're going to have different bodies. So we're going to have a whole different mind frame too. Oh my God. Nonetheless, James 2:13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that hath shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Because who wants mercy in the time of judgment? Whoever's receiving it. And he said, you're going to be begging for it. But like the Lord said, even in these weak bodies that we have, there is no place of repentance. So with that being said, I pray y'all will edify and fed. Stay in the spirit, no fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. YAHAWAH, Shalom.